Welcome everybody. I had a look at one of the new releases that 88 Films have brought out this January, and it is 1972's The Delightful Forest. So directed by Chang Che and Pao Hsueh-Li, who we've talked about before, as he did one film together as part of a box set. I think it was the Sean Scott Volume 4 box set, Iron Bodyguard. But he collaborated a couple more times that I've seen so far with the likes of the Boxer from Shantung and the Pirate. Pirate was also part of a older Eureka release. So yeah, this is a martial arts action film that clocks in at 96 minutes long. Stars Tai Lung, who I've seen in 20 other films. Favourites being the likes of Drunken Master 2, The Magic Blade, The Avenging Eagle, and The Sentimental Swordsman. Also stars Chiang Nan, who was in The Swordsman of All Swordsmen, which is another Eureka release. So, a heroic and honourable young martial arts master is sent to prison after murdering the two people responsible for his brother's death. The son of the prison commander honours him and asks him to get rid of a local thug named Chang, who has forcibly taken over Xi's restaurant. So, yeah, this isn't a massively original effort, but thanks to the great pacing, a likeable lead character, and excellent action scenes, this is nonetheless an entertaining and engaging effort in equal measure. The production is also good. The violence is suitably bloody. There's no decapitations or anything in this one like we've seen in many of other Shaw Brothers films, but there's a lot of blood in this. Walls get absolutely caked in it and such, and plenty of people get cut. Plenty of people get blood coming out of their mouths and such. So yeah, it's not overly violent. It is only rated a 15 at the end of the day, but it is bloody nonetheless. It is also well shot, and the cast is overall effective. It also repurposes the score from Once Upon a Time in the West from Ennio Morricone in a manner that gives this a slight spaghetti western vibe, which certainly makes this a little bit different to some of its contemporaries. So, yeah, it did take a little while to get hook onto the fact that it was a score from Morricone. Now, I'm not going to say it's entirely ripped off that score, because at the end of the day, this does have a composer that is credited, so there is perhaps some elements in there that are original, but large portions of it are not. Especially there's a certain song that has that is whistling with a strumming. I think it's guitar or um, one of those little guitars that were played that have that kind of strumming noise. I'm not knowledgeable of instruments or anything like that, unfortunately. So yeah, but it is an iconic piece of music from that film, Once Upon a Time in the West. So if you've seen it, you will know what the song that I'm talking about. But yeah, I really like this slip cover that's we've got going with this release. Really nice new artwork with it, which is done by Aurelio Lorenzo, which we also have the original Hong Kong artwork on the reverse as well. But really like this new one, and it's on a really rather nice bit of card as well in terms of the slipcover. So that is really nicely done. We also have the new artwork going through onto the disc as well. And then we have the reversible sleeve artwork as well, which has the original Hong Kong artwork. It's a shame that we haven't gotten a poster with this, as there are no other physical extras apart from the reversible sleeve and the slipcover. But we do have a high definition Blu-ray presentation in 235:1 aspect ratio with the original Mandarin Mono 2.0 audio track with newly translated optional English subtitles, and then there is also an English 2.0 mono dub soundtrack. So I watched the Mandarin Mono audio. Sounds good, and the picture quality is pretty good as well. I wouldn't say it's perhaps as great as the 2K restorations that we saw in Shaw Scott Volume 4, but still fairly solid. We've also got audio commentary by David West, Warrior Lady, an interview with Yu Feng by Fred Ambrosian, image gallery, and a reissue of the trailer as well. So, yeah, all in all, fairly solid. So, yeah, pretty good release to be honest. Would have liked to like a poster or something. So we have had posters with 88 films releases in the past, even with these more standard editions. So it's a little bit of a shame that we haven't gotten anything else physical extra than that. But at the end of the day, like I always say, it's about the film more than anything else, and the film itself is really rather good. It's not my favourite collaboration, perhaps, between Chang Che and Pao Hsueh-Li, but it still is able to at least match the majority of what I've seen from them. So yeah, overall a 4 out of 5, well worth seeing, and yeah, delightful in its own right, even if it doesn't actually have a forest in it. But that is just the name of a local town, not a not a literal forest. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen The Delightful Forest before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.